Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my video today. Today we're actually going to be talking about our web. Yesterday or every Tuesday there is this program that they run. I think it's on Sky. It's called Mike Top the Officials or something like that. So in this program they talk about or they release the transcripts of the VAR events, what the referee, the assistant referee said about, of course, what inform their decisions on the pitch. So yesterday the same thing happened, and of course he was in the studio with Michael Owen, as usual. Michael Owen, we asked him questions, and of course we know how this works. But yesterday was actually the topic based on Lewis Skelly's red card against Wolves. And if you remember, just yesterday I made a video as well, just in case if you have not seen that video, because the FA fined Arsenal £65,000 yesterday. So I practically made a video on that. If you have not seen that video, you can watch that video here. It is on the top. So in that video, I talked about VAR issues, VAR errors, many other things like that. I believe is not really making the EPL live up to the expectations that we all have thought we see the EPL. So in today video, we are going to be talking about what was discussed in the Mike Top event, the Mike Top show, and the position of our Webb, as well as who took the blame for what really happened. Because it's really funny to see that the Premier League really lifted the red card on Lewis Skelly, and at the same time, the FA really just put a ban on, put a fine on Arsenal of £65,000. So, of course, as I said, if you do not have the background of what really happened, in our match against Wolves, that was this year, while we were playing the match, Lewis Kelly actually picked up a red card, a straight red card from, a tackle that was supposed to actually just be probably a yellow card or even not a card at all. Let's say yellow card, let's even stick with that. Let's say, okay, fine, it's maybe, a yellow card offense. But of course, we had Michael Oliver on the pitch that day, and you trust Michael Oliver to always do the thing against Arsenal. So he just went straight for the red card, sending Myles Lewis Skelly out, in the 43rd minute in that match. Luckily, we won by 1 goal to 0, which really makes it more interesting. Because as had they been, we didn't win that match, we lost that match, it would have been more silly, more stupid, we would have lost points. Even right now, we are still trailing by 7 points to Liverpool. So, what was discussed yesterday in Mike Talk? Now, we'll start first by looking at, the position of Michael Oliver, and according to what really happened yesterday, he said from the onset we would prefer a yellow card in this situation. Webb told match officials Mike Top. Clearly the referee on the day felt the actions of Myles Lewis Skelly. He saw the players moving in towards an opponent without any ability or intentions of playing the ball, with the intentions of stopping the opponent, and the referee sees a raised foot. Raised foot make eye contact and the opponent went down. The referee felt it was a serious foul play. The VAR checked the footage to see if the call was clearly and obviously wrong, and he felt it wasn't. Seeing that the contact was quite high up on the leg, but we know that for serious foul play, we need excessive force or brutality, and what we see here is that high contact, just glancing and coming off the leg quite quietly. So for that reason, everybody pretty much in the game had formed the same conclusion that this is falling short of serious foul play because of that glancing contact. Because the studs don't really go right into the leg, they glance in before coming down on the foot. So what he's saying here now is an admission to the fact that, okay, we really understand that that shouldn't have been a red card, probably should have been a yellow card, because, but he just didn't say it here. The referee acted on his first instinct. The referee acted just because of the fact that he saw, a challenge launched by Myles Lewis Skelly. The referee went straight for his red card without even consulting the VAR. Well, technically, he did consult the VAR, but according to what is there, the VAR really stood by that decision and said, okay, maybe that was a red card. I will still go ahead to read the VAR transcript, what really transpired between um the referee on field, and the VAR assistant. So looking at that, we will see that what really happened. This is the VAR transcript, first of all. So let me read out the VAR transcript. The VAR transcript says that, referee, I am going to go red card, mate. Red card on the ankle, red card, serious foul play. That is Michael Oliver. Then the VAR responded by saying that just checking the red card for serious foul play. Okay, it's for serious foul play, not DOGSO. That is denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity. Then they said, okay, for me, the contact is on top of the foot. Assistant VR went on to say that I think he catches him on the side of the ankle first. It glances off the side of the ankle down onto the foot. So the first impact is more than Achilles area. The VR responded by saying that so first impact is on the Achilles on the skin. Then the assistant said with no chance of playing the ball. Then the VR, Michael Oliver said, so it's high up above the ankle, then it comes back down. Okay, just get me the number, please. Assistant VR said it's number 49, Lewis Skelly. VR continued by saying that VR, Michael confirming the on-field decision of red card for serious foul play for Myles Lewis Skelly away. 49, check complete. So what exactly are we saying here? We are seeing the acceptance of the VR to saying that it was not a foul, it was not a serious foul play. But they did not reiterate on that fact that it was not a serious foul play. And the discussion between them and obviously Michael Oliver, who is always willing to also give the red card, it was because the first question Michael Oliver said asked was that he didn't ask if that is a red card offense. He only said, I'm going to be given a red card. He has already created that impression already for the VR. Like I'm going to be given a red card, obviously, for serious foul play. And how are you so sure this is a because he said I'm going to go red card, mate, red card on the ankle, red card serious foul play. How can Michael Oliver start a conversation like this? Even if your on field decision is a red card, you could have asked that my on field decision is a red card. Are you guys supporting my red card decision? Because you are saying you are going straight for the red card. You have already concluded that it's a red card offense. So you went straight for the red card, and the VAR that is actually supposed to look at it, they saw it that it was not really a dangerous tackle. It was coming down gently and towards the Achilles. Then they still went straight for the red card and did not even tell him to actually go to the VAR himself to check if it was a serious foul offense. It was not even a goal. It was not even a goal scoring. I mean, it was not even denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity as they are put in the right of here. So what exactly informed that the situation? And now, okay, the situation happened. We were given a red card. Then our players really, really went to meet the referee. We were fined for that £65,000 for doing this in the EPL in 2025. For goodness sakes. So where is the fun? Where is obviously the ability of the players to be able to protest wrong officiating? So going back to Mike Top, then our Webb went on by saying that there are some considerations that might support a red card, but there are a whole host of others that say is not quite there. So on the balance, we would rather this had been a yellow card. Webb continued by saying that the VAR didn't want to referee the situation. They were mindful of the referee's call standing unless it is clearly and obviously wrong. They felt it wasn't. Yes, you are beautiful, my baby. Hmm? I love you. That is making a video, okay? Mhm. Yes, back your bag. So what do Howard Webb have to say? Howard Webb said, he said there are some considerations that might support a red card, but there are a whole host of others that says it's not quite there. So on balance, we would rather this had been a yellow card. Webb continued. The VAR don't want to referee the situation. They were mindful of the referee's call standing unless it is clearly and obviously wrong. So what exactly is happening in the EPL? They don't want to referee Like, what is the whole concept of the VAR for goodness sake? Is the VAR not to do a check and balance between what the referee says and what is the reality? The reality of that situation was that that was not a denial of a goal scoring opportunity, and at the same time, it was not a serious foul play. So how are they not going to interfere? How are they not going to re-ref the match? How? Because we are all speaking English now. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, please remember to put your comments in the comment section. You don't want to re-referee the match. The referee has got the call wrong. When you check the VR, you saw it was not a serious foul play. And you cannot inform the referee that it's not a serious foul play, it's a yellow card. Then you let the referee go on with the on-field decision of a red card. I don't get it. So going forward, they says the VAR didn't want to referee the situation. They were mindful of the referee's call standing unless it was clearly and obviously wrong. They felt it wasn't at that level on the day and decided to leave it as a red card on the field. Can you just imagine the level of poor officiating we have in the EPL? They decided to leave it as a red card, impacting Arsenal's match. How can they honestly decide to leave it as a red card? What is their job, for goodness sake? What are they doing on the pitch? What? So he went on by saying that I have had this described as a really horrendous officiating decision. He says it's not. I understand why the referee saw this on the day as a serious foul play action. Then he went on by saying that we have to be careful about slowing things down, and freeze framing things. We have talked about not doing that. It can distort reality. We have to look at it in full speed. It is glancing and does come off quick, quite quickly. So the VR basically are slow cameras, right? So they are slow cameras, they slow down frame by frame so that it is important so that the referee can make informed decisions coupled with the assistant from the assistant, I mean with the assistant from the VR. But the VAR has shown that they do not want to make these accurate decisions, especially when they are refereeing national matches. So if you are saying that people should not be making, people should be careful about slowing things down, that is, and freeze framing images because they distort reality. What of those that are in front of the computer in the VR room? What were they doing? They had the image slow down. They could see that that was not a serious foul play, and they decided to leave the tackle like that, or the decision like that would be a red card. Imagine we had lost that match that day. A lot of people would have said Arsenal bottled the league, this and that. We have had all the red cards we have picked up this season, about 3 or 4 red cards this season, have been very, very controversial. Have been very, very controversial. So if the PGMOL does not really want Arsenal to win the league, fine and good, just come out and say it. But using Michael Oliver, using Kavanagh, using all of these guys to deal with Arsenal is unprofessional. So he said, I stopped that we have to be careful about showing things down, about slowing things down and phrase framing things. We have talked about not doing that. It can distort reality. We have to look at it in full speed. It is glancing and does come off quite quickly. So he went on to say that, but it is an understandable on-field decisions. Yes, we feel the VAR should have been involved, but at the same time, I kind of understand why that didn't happen and in the moment. Hear what our Webb is saying. Our Webb is actually the leader of the guys at the PGMOL. But it's an understandable on-field decisions. Yes, we feel the VAR should have been involved, but at the same time, I kind of understand why that didn't happen in the moment. So, Michael, if you really know who our Webb is actually the head GMOL. More like he's the president of the GMOL. So our Webb is actually blaming the VAR for saying that they misinformed Michael Oliver on the pitch. So where is the professionalism in this? Because that is my own stance as well. That the 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 VAR officials did not do their job. And the reason why I blame Michael Oliver is because even before the introduction of the VAR, Michael Oliver has always been wanting to give us red. He was quick to give Arsenal a red card, and he instigated the conversation that really brought the red card. To the guys in the VAR, how can you be starting a conversation with I'm going red or I'm going red card? So if you are starting a conversation with I'm going red card, it obviously means that you have already made up your mind that you want to just give this guy a red card, and there is nothing that will be done about that. And at the same time, the guys in the VAR are just bunch of, I don't even know what they do in that VAR, that cannot properly check frame to frame on a slow motion camera to see that that was not a serious foul play. So I'll just read the last thing that I said. He said we listen to the game, we feed back to the officials to try to ensure that we are in line with the expectations of the game and how we judge these things. So basically, this is really what happened during the mic top. We saw a very horrendous decision, a decision that should not have stood. And to think about the fact that the decision stood, and at the same time, Arsenal was still fined £65,000 for actually, trying to raise the case that it shouldn't have been. I have never seen Manchester City fined for something like this. I've never seen Liverpool fined for something like this, at least not in recent times that I can remember of. Please, if I'm wrong, please do remember to drop a like and share in the comment section of this video. At the same time, remember I said just yesterday I made a video about that. You can please kindly check it out here. Yeah, I mean. So you can please kindly check it out. Then we can actually discuss when you make comments in my comment section. So where exactly are we going with this whole VAR stuff? Where exactly is the credibility? So guys, I really just wanted to read out the transcript of what happened yesterday at the Mike Talk show. So what do you guys make of, what is your decision? What do you guys think is really happening in the EPL? Do you think Arsenal have been targeted? Because right now we are 7 points behind in the league table. We actually could have been, more points ahead as a matter of fact, but obviously we are just 7 points behind and we are trying to catch up. So what do you guys make of this? And please remember to subscribe and like my channel, like more importantly, and also subscribe so that my videos can be recommended to other people that are Arsenal fans. That said, I quickly want to talk about something very, very easily. YouTube informed me to tell you something. YouTube said I should tell you that you are watching my videos, but you are not subscribing to my channel. YouTube says 74% of those who watch my videos and like my comments, my content, are actually not subscribed to my channel. So why are you not subscribed? Is there something I'm doing wrong? If there is something I'm doing wrong, please remember to drop your comments and tell me about it. At the same time, I want to introduce you to something very, very important. I have a new channel called the Studs on the Pitch. So Studs on the Pitch is not going to be talking about only Arsenal. It's going to be talking about football generally, with more focus on the EPL. So I'm going to be looking at the EPL, the events in the EPL, what happened over the week, controversial decisions. I'm still going to be talking about this Michael Oliver on this channel, but in another dimension. I'm going to be looking at it from another angle, another perspective. So please, you can kindly subscribe to the channel, and do remember to subscribe to this channel as well. If you want me to beg you, I'll beg you. It just takes a moment to do that. So guys, this is the video for today. Please remember to like and share on my video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in another video.